Welcome to the city of tomorrow. Welcome to the city of tomorrow. Four bullets. Four bullets. Cards in the Atlantic, good luck. Amateurs. Cards in the Atlantic, good luck. Amateurs.
I still believe Nedry left himself a back door, something about the hobbits or God knows what. I still believe Nedry left himself a back door, something about the hobbits or God knows what.